Could it be possible that someone sitting in this part of the world could simply shut their eyes, tune in to this incredible universal energy, and be able to scan, tap into, and access an individual thousands of miles away from here and maybe detect an illness that they have? If I told you that was possible, would you believe me? Reiki is this incredible meta-science. It involves the use of secret symbols that can be sent across time and space to heal either people, an individual, the planet, or even a situation that we are confronted with. It kind of seems like a superpower, but in actuality, Reiki is just it's this incredible light that surrounds us all, this incredible healing energy that each one of us can simply tap into and tune into if you're simply attuned and follow a path to discovering it. Now, I have personally done 3 levels of Karuna Reiki and 3 levels of Usui Reiki. So with experience and practice, I can tell you that the worlds that surround us, the dimensions that exist around and beyond us, are simply incredible. And all you need is an open mind to open the doors to these infinite possibilities that continuously surround us. Today we're going to discuss Reiki with Rukhmini Punoose. She's a Reiki Grandmaster. She's my Reiki Grandmaster. And I can say that she's somebody who is so well traveled in her mind, in her emotions, and in her experiences that there's nobody better to share this incredible world with you.
So Reiki is a Japanese word. Rei means divine consciousness, and Ki or Chi or Prana means energy, life force energy. So divine consciousness, that is life force energy, is what Reiki is. Reiki's always existed in the world. It got rediscovered in the 1820s. 1850 actually, by Dr. Usui. He's a Japanese theologian, and he basically structured and systemized a system of self-healing which you can use to find what he calls Satori. Satori is your personal enlightenment or Buddhahood. And Usui, like a lot of other spiritual masters, believes that just like the entire potential of the oak tree is in its seed, the entire potential of every human being within our soul is Buddhahood or enlightenment. So we just need to be open to receiving it, open to search for it, and we will find our own personal enlightenment. And Reiki helps you do that. Well, pranic healing and Reiki are similar in some ways, but very, very different in others. For example, in Reiki, we use something called an attunement to initiate a student. A teacher uses an attunement to initiate the student into the band of Reiki energy, right? Pranic healing, the student uses his or her own chakras to heal others. Pranic healing is a very structured system where you have to be extremely alert through the entire process, because there's step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Unlike Reiki, where you are a channel, you're just a hollow bamboo through which a very high frequency divine energy flows. And even if you're dreaming, if you have your hands on someone else or yourself, you will give that person a very high level mental, emotional, physical and spiritual healing. While in pranic energy, you have to be extremely focused to do that. So for example, in pranic healing, they use the orange color to grow something. So if you need cells in a certain area, and it has a lot to do with the physical body and the auric, the subtle body. While Reiki works through past lives, it works through everything that has defined the soul up to this point, through its lives. Also, pranic healing is relatively newer. It was founded by a person called Master Chua in the Philippines. While Reiki was rediscovered, it's an ancient Buddhist form of healing yourself, and more importantly, less about healing and more about your spiritual goals. What is your life purpose? Why are you here on this planet? What have you incarnated for? How are you going to achieve that in this life? Or will you come back again and again to achieve the same end goal, right? But to achieve that goal, we first have to heal ourselves mentally, emotionally, spiritually before we can even help others, right? And so Reiki focuses on that aspect of things, Satori. Well, I think pranic healing is a very deep form of healing someone at the physical and auric level. So, we have microwave energy, we have radio wave energy around us, we have cell phone waves. We can't see this, right? Reiki is a high frequency healing ray, okay, which according to the Yellow Emperor, who was one of the most spiritually advanced Chinese emperors, who classified the various forms of prana or chi. He said there were about 32 forms of spiritual chi in the world, right? So Reiki is one of the highest forms of spiritual chi. It's accessible around us, but you have to be spiritually ready. You have to want to transform. You have to be at that point in your life where you want to find deep answers about what this life is about, as well as have a real, genuine intention to heal mind, body, emotion, and spirit, right? So when you're ready, this comes to you. And when it comes to you, the teacher, using secret symbols, secret mantras, opens up our entire subtle body system, which consists of nadis, chakras, auras, and puts those symbols into different parts of the body, the head, the neck, the hands, the feet, and opens up those spiritual nadis so that you become a conduit for this energy to flow through you. And then once this happens, once you're attuned into it, you are a Reiki channel for lifetimes, we believe, not just, it doesn't end at this life. From this life on, you will always be able to channel Reiki. Everything is energy, right? This chair is as much energy as I am. It's just that this vibrates really slowly and I vibrate at a higher frequency. So if I'm plugged into an ECG machine, right, and I've been a regular Reiki practitioner where I do at least 10 minutes or 15 minutes of Reiki, and this isn't just for Reiki, it's even for any form of daily, spiritual meditation. On an ECG machine, a regular person's chakras would record at, say, 350 cycles per second, CPS we call it. A Reiki practitioner would record at 900 cycles per second, because our frequency and our vibration changes when you use it for a particular period. And when that happens, you are able to access anything that is energy anywhere in the world. So for example, if I want to heal a friend of mine sitting in Bali or in the US, there's no energetic difference in the mind of a Reiki practitioner who's at least done level 2 of Reiki between someone being physically present or far away. Reiki at level 2 opens up your pineal gland or your third eye, so you have the ability to scan and see things that are happening and you're not limited by time and space. So hands-on healing would be a person actually physically present and me healing them. A distance healing would be them anywhere in the world and I would be able to heal them. So would any Reiki practitioner. But more importantly, the beauty of long distance healing with Reiki after level 2 is the deep insight you can receive even from healing a complete stranger. You may not even know who the person is, what their background is, but you'd be able to tell pretty deep emotional insight about the person, spiritual insight about the person, physical things. You can tell that a particular organ like their lung or their kidney is degenerating, or they're about to get cancer within 6 months, or even things like they're going through a terrible divorce. You don't know anything about them, you just know their name. So because it really isn't us, when we're working with Reiki, we're working with divine consciousness, and divine consciousness knows everything. It has the wisdom of past, present, future, and that information is channeled to us. I broadly classify it into two categories, okay? If you want to learn about meditation and your own spiritual growth and your life purpose, that's one reason to learn Reiki. There's another reason where I think a lot of people first come into Reiki, including myself. That's how I got introduced to Reiki, when my son was extremely sick and he was just 40 days old, and allopathic pediatricians weren't able to help him in a way that he needed. I found that Reiki really, I started seeing a huge change in him and in myself when I started practicing Reiki on him. So Reiki can be used at the physical level, it can be used mentally if you're disturbed, depressed, sad, unhappy, going through a breakup, emotionally broken in any way, or just looking for answers about your life. People come to me with severe diabetes, endocrine issues, thyroid issues. And in 3 months, many of them with daily practice can find a huge difference in the level of sugar, how much insulin they're required to take. I have students who've completely gone off medication just from daily practice for 15 minutes a day, but with dedication, not missing a single day, and being, because Reiki doesn't just affect your body, it makes you want to take wiser lifestyle choices, sleep more, not have people in your life who harbor negativity. It automatically attracts you towards positivity. You yourself become like this, very, very positive and internally much stronger person, calmer, more tranquil, and things like that.
If after watching this episode you want to contact Rukhmini, you can simply log on to www.happysoul.in and you will find all her contact details listed under Reiki. Happy work.